gentlemen, welcome back to the RFC grounds. It's a sunny afternoon, by the way. It's a Kenya Cup final between Kenya Commercial Bank and the defending champions Nakuru RFC here at the RFC grounds. It's the big one. We've already dispensed away with the Eric Shirley Shield final, and these are the team lineups for KCB. It's Moses Amusala, Peter Karia, Curtis Lilako in the front row, Olivier Mangeni and Steve Wakaya in the second row, and then at number 6, 7 and 8, Stafford Abaka, Brian Sagara, Max Adaka. At number 9, Peter Mutai, Esau Otieno, Alan Omuka, Ken Mosetti, Fabian Orlando, Darwin Mukita, and fullback Jacob Oji. Remember, KCB are the 3-time winners of this competition between 2005 2007, so it's been 7 years. Could this be their day finally after seeing their second team win the Eric Shirley Shield a few minutes ago? So the substitute bench: Dennis Mukabi, Edwin Alubaka, Dennis Mwanja, Antonio Gott, Polika Podhiambo, Felix Wanjala, Brian Omondi, Edwin Salamba. KCB last won this event in 2007. Could this be their day? Team manager Ronnie Kangeta, Curtis Olago the coach, Mike Shamia the strength and conditioning coach, Joseph Koli the physio, and Kenneth Vandera the kickmaster.
Two great sides, top final. Larry Sopari and Javan Murai. The substitutes are Felix Olo, Joseph Odero, Richmond Baraza, Dalmas Chitui, Oscar Oma, Victor Shigoli, Meshak Ocheng, and Cassius Omolo. William, your take on the side. Just before that, Nakuru, coached by Dominic Habimana, assistant coach Jotham Owili, and team manager Hilary Kisangi.
This is going to be an explosive final. Remember, these two sides last clashed in the Enterprise Cup final exactly a month ago. And a judgment in error by Kenya 7's Philip Wamai gave Nakuru the win, 18 points to 13. Remember, KCB were without their front row and their tight 5 for that game. They were on duty in South Africa in during the Vodacom Cup, but they're all back, and we saw what they did last week in the match against Harlequins. They tossed around Harlequins, and they were convincing winners over Queens. So I expect a different KCB side to the one that lost in the Enterprise Cup final a month ago.
Well, Nakuru also have their returnees from South Africa. They have Martin Owila, Sami Waroi, and Michael Kombe, who are away with the Kenya 15s in South Africa. They return for this fixture as they bid to make a successful defense of the Kenya Cup title.
This is going to be one hell of an explosive match, and I expect to see a very quality game from both sides. And I think whoever dominates up front, whoever wins the battle of the tight 5 and the contact area and the breakdown, will win this game. By the way, KCB has been 7 years. They've seen Impala, they've seen Harlequins winning this title. Last year Nakuru beat Strathmore to win the cup, and this time KCB in the final. It's been a 7-year-long wait. Could this be their day after seeing their second team win the Eric Shirley Shield final a few minutes ago?
Well, a lot of anticipation from both sides, a lot of anticipation. The crowds here at the RFUA grounds are vociferous. The crowds have turned up in large numbers. We can see the Nakuru RFC players marching onto the pitch there. I can just see in my picture some of the players. And in the background, you can hear the cheers for the Nakuru RFC players as they come on to the pitch for their traditional pre-match handshake. Well, both teams lining up there for the pre-match handshake. You can see the KCB head coach Curtis Olago there hugging some of his players. Curtis Olago, a former KCB, a former Kenya international, now in charge of the side. He's guided them to the final of this year's Kenya Cup. And what can they do when they face Nakuru RFC, the defending champions? This is definitely going to be a great encounter here out of the RFUA grounds. William, your take on it?
Wow. Olivier Mangeni there looks like a warrior going into battle. He just looks he looks like a warrior going into battle, man. You can see the personality and the walk and the stride is like going into war. And it's going to be an exciting final here between both sides, who have been the best teams so far this season in terms of depth, in terms of performance, in terms of results. It just shows you how organized these two teams are, by the way. And
we still have 2 minutes.
Fans would make you want to come down to the RFA grounds and watch the game.
Arguably the two best teams in the country by a country mile.
Okay, yeah.
Promises to be an explosive final here at the RFA grounds.
Yeah, that's the center for it. Constant cup. Yes.
I hope you are not the difference between the results.
We'll be the best we can be.
Good luck. Good luck.
Looks like that to me.
Yes, yes.
Captain?
You
know what it is?
Being introduced to the Nakuru RFC lineup by Captain Edwins Makori, John Fender just there, Isaiah Nyanyuki, Philip Kwame, the picture, Nick Lango, Michael Kumbe,
So you taught it. It's now what?
Who is going to play at fly half in the absence of Martin Muita, who is out injured?
Should be an interesting scenario there. Playing Martin Muta at playing Calvin Antonio at fly half. Remember the last game.
Yes. Okay, these ones are kicking. That's it.
Calvin Antonio was at fault for one of the tries which KCB scored, but he's now playing in an advanced position. So I don't think he'll be able to cost his team any points because he wasn't able to judge the flight of the ball correctly, and KCB scored a try through Jacob Ojay. So a different role for him today against KCB.
Yeah, well, Calvin Otieno, as mentioned earlier, will be the man tasked with the responsibility of playmaking for Nakuru RFC. And let's see how he does that.
Once again, the center.
And we are minutes away from the Kenya Cup Final 2014 to determine the best team in the country.
Both teams huddling there, probably just saying their last prayers.
It's okay, it's okay. Let's go, guys.
To kick this game off at 4 o'clock East African time, +3 GMT.
And remember, the season kicked off in November. We've had lots of games. We had the semi-finals last week when Nakuru beat Strathmore by 30 points to 16, and KCB led light work of Kenya Harlequins, winning 24 points to 8. Remember, the top 4 teams all advanced to this semi-finals, with position 1 in the league phase meeting position 4 and position 2 meeting position 3.
And additionally, William,
Captain! Green
one,
captain!
was securing
Captain Green!
home semi-finals.
Good, thank you.
Yes, because Nakuru hosted the semi-final last week, while Harlequins hosted the second semi.
Thank you.
So, we are about to get underway here at the RFA grounds. It's a Kenya Cup final. Gibson Weru to get the match underway here. KCB have a score to settle.
They surely do. They haven't managed to register a win over Nakuru.
Center referee John Bosco Mwambo.
Doesn't go 10, and it's advantage to KCB. Not a good way to start a final with the ball not going the full 10 meters.
There you go. Scrum.
Let's see how the teams manage to navigate.
The first scrum of the game. Remember the Enterprise Cup final? KCB were being tossed around by Nakuru. So let's see if we're going to see a repeat of that, because Nakuru had the advantage in the scrums. And let's see if that will be the scenario this time around.
Well, it seems the return of Sala and Lilako up front may have steadied the ship for them. KCB in possession early on, Ntai with a pass there to Elfas Otieno, who attempts to take it out wide, and it's straight out. The first line out of the game.
First line out of the game. We saw previously in the Eric Shirley Shield final, the lineouts were a problem. Not straight, some being stolen.
The line is a mark.
We expect to see it
The line
I
is
expect to
about
see a much
half a
different
meter both
outcome
sides.
in the lineups from the senior sides of KCB and Nakuru RFC.
Rightly said, William. When you're playing at the highest level of Kenyan rugby, everything else needs to be well executed. Peter Mutai still in the ball there from the line, out playing it out to Elfas Otieno. Fabian Orlando in possession with the chip there into space. Does he go out of touch? No. Nakuru keep it in play. William.
Backwards. No, come there.
Nakuru trying to elevate the pressure there, by the way. But KCB on the ascendancy there. Peter Mutai trying to get his backs involved. Elfas Otieno being tackled onto the ground there. And the referee says there was a knock on there. And it will be a Nakuru ball.
Well, he's rightly called that. Knock on. Peter Mutai trying to play the ball out of that ruck, but probably the anticipation, just knocking it on.
Okay.
The first, beg your pardon, that's the second scrum down of this game.
You have to cross
And,
please.
so far the first one was very steady.
Oh, it's only a physio. It should
And
be a physio only.
KCB held on their own.
Please.
And matches are won and lost in
Yes.
set pieces.
Exactly.
Scrums, lineouts, kickoffs. And John Bosco Mwamba, who guided Mangu to win the Prescott Cup, I think, in 2010 and 2011, if I'm not wrong.
Bang!
He's your match referee. The conditions are picture perfect for rugby. The sun is out. A very good crowd here for the final 15th game of the season in the Kenya Cup.
Well, the anticipation is here. For many, this has been the dream final. But anyway, back to the game there. Nakuru just in possession. That is Gibson Weru playing it out to Calvin Otieno.
Watch your foot.
Massive kick there from Calvin Otieno.
And Jacob Oje was caught for ball watching, but he recovers well. That's Darwin Mukidza who plays it into midfield. But there's nobody on the chase for KCB. Javan Murai will take it into contact for Nakuru. This is the captain, Edwin Makori, to Nicky Lango. Nicky Lango there, double teamed by the KCB centers there. But Nakuru maintaining possession. Well, referee Bosco Mwamba calls for knock-on. He rightly called for knock-on.
Well, I didn't say knock-on there, but well, he's a referee. But a good burst of pace there from Nakuru, and I just thought maybe they were held up and the ball just didn't get the right service. But so far, Nakuru looking very dangerous with ball in hand.
Guys, please, I want straight backs, okay? Crouch!
Trying to settle into
Bang!
the rhythms, and of course,
No, come up, please. Guys,
stepping away the ball. It seems the scrums hadn't set properly, and probably that's what John Bosco Mwamba seems to be telling them.
Yeah, very good play there from Javan Murai, and just held up there, by the way, and the ball did not. Well, Peter Mutai.
Gibson Weru manages to contain Max Sadaka, who attempted to pick from the base there. But KCB maintaining possession, surging forward. Again, referee Bosco Mwamba calls, and it's advantage Nakuru.
Advantage Nakuru there. Both sides testing out each other in this opening 5 minutes of the game, giving a score of its. I'm just trying to find out any weakness, but so far each team holding on its own.
Exactly, there's been a lot of errors as well in the opening 5 minutes, as you said. Both sides poking at each other, looking to see where there'll be chinks in the armor.
Absolutely.
Well, it's a Nakuru put in from the scrum down. Gibson Weru just preparing to put the ball into the scrum down. And they retain possession.
keep it straight.
Peter Mutai, advantage. Referee Bosco Mwamba is playing advantage and awards Nakuru a penalty. What will they do with this, Bill?
Well, Peter Mutai went then. I think he went in a little bit too early. Yeah, I think too much excitement from him. And Edwin Makori pointing to the sticks. It's going to be a penalty for Nakuru.
It looks like Javan Murai is preparing to have a stab at goal. We're heading into 6 minutes of the first half. Scores are still 0-0. William,
a very tense game. Okay, it's tense, yes, and mistakes are likely bound to happen, but Nakuru will want to get off to a very good start.
I said at least
and
one.
If they have a very good kicker, KCB be warned that they will punish any indiscretion.
See, when I talk about a minimum, I said that's the minimum.
By KCB, sorry.
be on the ground.
Javan Murai is left,
Mean you
going for the kick. 6.5 minutes gone. 6.5 minutes gone.
Slices the kick wide.
Poor kick there. Poor kick there from Javan Murai, but didn't get the direction, didn't get the accuracy, didn't have the power.
on the line, eh? Thank you.
Up into the game.
Yes. But championship teams like to settle early and claim dominance. So every point will count here. Remember, it's a Kenya Cup final. Here, the RFC grounds between two of the country's best teams, Nakuru, the defending champion,
Okay, Leon.
Kenya Commercial Bank, 3-time winners of the competition between 2005 and 2007.
No, you're on the wrong side. Advantage, interfering case
Gibson
on the wrong
Weru
side.
there,
Advantage.
trying to get some space. Makori.
Move away.
Tackle, brought down. Gibson
Still.
Weru once again, trying to look for his runners there. Good kick there. It's a good kick. Oh, but he's taken out of the touch.
It's okay.
Promising touch there. And Godfrey Mbeya almost just had a sniff at the try line.
No.
He just didn't have the space to run into. And he was taken
Can
out.
be a quick one now.
And Jacob Ojei with the covering tackle. But Nakuru showing the intent early in this game.
Exactly, William. You know, these are one of those games where you'd want to take the game by the scruff of its neck.
Their second team took an early dominance in the Eric Charlie Shield final, but finished very poorly. So I hope it's not history repeating itself in this Kenya Cup final.
Well, let's see what happens. KCB retaining possession from the line out and the forwards driving forward. Peter Mtai with the box kick, attempting to take it out into Godfrey Mbeya was in touch.
No. So it's inside. So inside 22. Inside 22. Inside 22. Inside 22.
Heated debate there.
He was inside the 22. He was inside.
But one would probably argue that Godfrey Mbeya
Number 3, this is my mark. Please give affirmation. Thank you.
movement because you're stepping on the touch.
You're stepping on the touchline.
But
Therefore,
match official, that's the
when you're ready,
That's the decision. Sammy Waroy with the line out here, trying to look for. Stolen there by Oliver Mangeni.
it's a rat.
Oliver Mangeni with a beautiful
Still.
catch and a stolen ball there, and KCB
Balls on the side.
penalty for
Coming in from the
KCB.
side. You must come round. He joins from the side.
Not rolling away from the tackler.
Samsala draws the penalty for
You must come
KCB.
round.
And their decisions.
We are seeing a part in the margin of the Lions not being straight, not being well fed to their teams, and already you see Oliver Mangeni there literally plucking that ball out of the air.
I'd like to attribute this to pre-match jitters. We're still yet to enter 10 minutes of play. Fabian Orlando get in touch for KCB. What can they do from here? This is getting a line out just outside the Nakuru 25.
Promising position for KCB to
Affirmator.
strike
Yeah.
in this game.
Thank you.
Oliver Mangeni
Stay on.
cleans out the ball from the line of Peter Mutai. And KCB on the attack once
Okay.
again. Jacob Oji there, taken out.
You're inside. You're inside.
And
You're
it's a quick
inside.
line out, but the
You're
referee
inside the
said no. He had already called it for the full line out. Both sides still testing each other so far. We have played 10 minutes, still 0-0. And it's a Kenya Cup final 2014. Kenya Commercial Bank versus Nakuru RFC. Nakuru, of course, they're defending champions. They beat Strathmore last year in the final by 37 points to 3. And Mangeni steals the ball once again. Gets the ball. They are tackled there. Nakuru fighting hard at the rack, but once again the referee.
Once again, Bosco Mwamba playing advantage to KCB, and there in our picture we can see the Nakuru head coach Dominic Habimana on the right of your screen with his team manager and assistant coach Josa Mowili. Anyway, back to action.
It's going to be a scrum down here
Straight
for
backs.
KCB, Peter Mutai,
Your head is in
one of the most colorful players we have in the league. He's been playing for the last decade and a half.
Set. Go 9.
He was his days at Lenana High School.
Stay down. Advantage.
Very combative player.
And he draws a penalty.
He draws a penalty there.
We talk 3
So
months.
KCB, we've got two very good kickers in Fabian Orlando
And Darwin Mukidza.
Darwin Mukidza.
They seem to be making the decision. They elect to go for goal. There's Curtis Olago, the KCB head coach.
KCB with a very strong bench. I'm seeing Anthony Watt, Edwin Abubakar,
Dennis Mwanja.
Dennis Mwanja on the bench.
Those were members of the KCB sides that won the Kenya Cup between 2005 and 2007. The experience, of course, Curtis Olago has deemed it fit to include them in the match day squad.
Absolutely. So should the game turn out to be very tight, they could be relied upon to come in the second half. So KCB with the penalty, the first penalty of the game, 12 minutes gone.
It's all concentration from Darwin Mukidza. He had a good kicking game last week against Kenya Harlequins.
Mukidza with a
Kicks
kick.
it, gets the height. Does it go in?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
So it will be a 22 dropout for Nakuru. Both sides have missed the first opening penalties in this Kenya Cup final between Kenya Commercial Bank versus Nakuru RFC.
William, your assessment of the first quarter of this game?
Still too tense. I guess no team has settled into a rhythm. Once any of these teams will settle into a rhythm, then definitely you'll see some points being scored. But both sides still testing out each other, by the way. And nerves are taking a toll on itself. Peter Mutai getting the... No, not Peter Mutai, that is Ken Mosetti now. Ken Mosetti taken out. No, but...
Well,
Fabian Orlando
just
was
pushed
in
into touch there.
Pushed out into touch. Fabian Orlando was with the Kenya 15s team in South Africa playing in the Vodacom Cup recently. So he brings back a ton of experience.
Well, William, another observation is that no team has managed to bring together more than 4 phases of play.
Yes.
Watch. Receiver.
We're hoping as they settle into their rhythm,
Yes.
we'll see a lot more
Good
movement
catch there
of the
by
ball.
Makori. In comes
No, it's okay. No problem. Move it. Leave it.
Edwin Okemwa.
Calvin Zotieno, big kick, but Jacob Oje feels it there
Advantage.
and returning it.
Tap advantage.
to Otieno, who
Advantage to
in
them,
turn plays it.
Advantage.
That is Javan Murai. Martin Owila.
Forward. Knock on.
Ball is
Let
still
it
in
go.
play. Very good ball retention from Nakuru.
Stop the game. Time out.
Now the referee has
Time out.
proceedings there.
Well, William, just looking
Touch it.
at the Nakuru lineup, I'm looking at Martin Owila. He was one of the players who was with the Kenya 15s in South Africa. There he is, warding off 1, 2 before being shrugged into touch. I mean, he's come back with a lot of experience. It's been a good exposure for players like Martin Owila.
Yeah, of course, definitely. The players who went to South Africa definitely will come with a new bag of tricks, a new style of playing. And John Bosco Mwamba, they're talking to Captain Olivier Mangeni.
Make sure that they tackle below
Let's
the
listen to
defender
what John Bosco Mwamba is saying.
Penalty against you. Time back on. Up.
And it's going to be a Nakuru ball. I think there was some indiscretion there from KCB. And Gibson Weru to punt this ball for touch. He does find touch, but in a slightly, not the way I would have anticipated it, but still,
The mark is the line.
it's touch for Nakuru.
The line, eh? The line is the mark.
Well, you feel, William, they probably just want to build a platform
Yes.
as they surge forward. They go in pursuit of those points. Remember, any point you score in this game are crucial.
Very crucial.
Owila winning it from the line out there.
Gibson
That is
Weru.
Michael Kombe.
Move away, bodies on the floor.
Retaining
Move away.
possession. No, reaching over, and the advantage swings KCB's way.
It was a mole.
Don Bosco Mwamba handing advantage to KCB after Nakuru player was caught reaching over in the mall. Peter Mutai is going to put in for KCB, the scrummage.
Bind! Set! Keep it up, play, 9. Straight, keep it straight.
Nakuru putting a lot of weight into that scrum down.
A lot of pressure, yes.
Still
It's anybody's ball at the moment, and it's turned over. Possession is turned over. Nakuru are now on the attack. Calvin Otieno opting to play it wide there to Calvin Omio. His grabber there finds.
What a missed opportunity there.
That was some smart play from Calvin Omio. Nakuru's finishing, letting them down.
Oh, what a missed opportunity there for Nakuru to strike early and to score the opening try. He hesitated and the ball just went away from him, and a missed opportunity there for Nakuru to score in this game. It was a good grabber kick.
I think William, it's not really a matter of hesitation. I think the bounce of the ball dazzled him. Remember, you never know how the rugby ball is going to bounce. His anticipation probably wrong. Totally different from the bounce of the ball.
From where I'm seeing here, Mike, it's like he was landing on a straight line and the ball was just ahead of him.
Let's look at it again.
Number 1, yellow.
The bounce of the ball.
Bounce of the ball.
Very straight, number 1.
Well,
yellow. Crouch! Bind!
Still 0-0 between Kenya Commercial Bank and Nakuru RFC. It's a Kenya Cup Final 2014 edition, and Nakuru putting some pressure on the KCB scrum.
Okay, release now. Take
KCB in their 22, in their 5 meters.
surging forward, and it seems that's wait for the referee's decision. It's advantage Nakuru. It's a scrum down. There's an infringement there. He didn't exactly capture it, but Nakuru remain in the ascendancy and they retain the advantage.
So it's going to be a 5-yard scrum for Nakuru.
5-yard scrum indeed.
Guys, give us a minute. Okay.
Nakuru now beginning to turn on the screw and pile on the pressure.
9 yellow. So that should be 9 yellow.
From that grabber kick,
You pull him away.
it seems to have paid dividends.
Thank you. Yeah. Captain.
And John Bosco Mwamba has summoned Edwin Makori.
You can't go. You can't go beyond the ball. Easy. Let's sort this out. Let's sort it out. We get clearer. Better clear later. I'm saying right now, those are tagged by number 9 yellow. It's a
We'd love to
penalty
hear what
against
he's
you
saying, but he's...
right now. This is easy.
Oh,
It's a free penalty. Drama, cup. Time back on.
Well, it's a penalty to KCB.
it's a penalty to KCB, yes.
And Fabian Orlando looks like he's bracing himself to boot it into touch and relieve some pressure from his side, who have been on the back foot for the past 2 or 3 minutes.
Yes.
His kick doesn't get touch. This is Murai again.
Once.
Gibson Weru. Godfrey Bear. Well, if you're just joining us, KCB are in the green and blue, Nakuru in the gold, green and black outfits.
It's a very intense, brutal game, very passionate. Both sides throwing everything here.
And William, sitting here in the stands, you can actually feel the tension, you can feel the passion being elicited by the fans.
My recommendation.
And John Bosco Mwamba
Just a warning. Then we play the line out. Thank you.
What really happened?
Yeah, we play the line out. 13. Easy, guys. 13 yellow. 13 yellow.
John Bosco Mwamba
13
will have
yellow.
to take a hold of his game. He'll have to lay down the
13
law and
green.
show who is boss.
Yes.
Well,
That is out. 13. Captain.
Fabian Orlando
Captain.
is being called out.
Captain.
He's been singled out.
Captain.
Yeah, they
Captain yellow.
Exactly.
Sorry. After the ball, don't play anyone after the ball. After the whistle. Sorry. After the
seems
whistle.
like
When the ball is in
they're
touch,
told
just
to
leave the man alone.
just
Okay.
keep it easy.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Just keep them
Listen,
now.
guys. It's getting out of control.
No cards.
A number of instances
No cards.
off the ball.
It's now
Foul
a
play.
talk
Can you
with
calm down,
both
Nicolas?
captains. And incidentally, William, both captains, Oliver Mangeni and Edwin Makori, are locks.
Calm down your
Yes,
players.
they're
That's
locks,
about
yes.
to do. Thank you.
So they are the engine room, the ones who are doing a lot
No
of
minutes.
the
We play on. We play on.
dirty work for their respective
Style
sides.
back on.
Peter Carrier with the line out for KCB. Oliver Mangeni fields it there. Peter Mtai playing in Steve Wakaya, who drops it. Steve Wakaya took his eye off the ball for a minute. Well, William, this game has been start-stop these past 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to imagine. Because there's no
Give up.
momentum from either side. And guys, drops. And I just both teams have to settle down, knuckle down. We can just play the game the way it is.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, it's going to be a put-in for Nakuru. There is Gibson Weru in the black, gold and green of Nakuru.
Set. Go 9. Stay
This
on.
side looks to
Stay
control
on.
it. Calvin Otieno playing again. Solid tackle coming in.
Is that okay, Cap?
Nakuru took, KCB took the quick line out and they punted down to the Nakuru side.
Philip Kwame was back covering for Nakuru. Javan Murai attempting to get Nakuru into touch. Alan Omuka in possession now and looks like he's about to embark on one of his busting runs. But
Long
not
busting
really.
runs, yes, he's been shackled there by the
Moses Amsala.
Nakuru defense.
Gaining some ground for KCB. Peter Mtai, Elfas Otieno. Beg your pardon, that was Esa Otieno.
And the ball will definitely go out.
Well, his decision to
Puts it down there, and it's going to be a 22 dropout. We have played 20 minutes of this game. No scores yet between the defending champions Nakuru RFC and Kenya Commercial Bank. It's a Kenya Cup Final 2014.
And if you're
Must be a
joining
drop
us,
kick.
KCB
Must be a
in the
drop kick.
blue and
that's not drop.
lime green,
Just kick the ball.
Nakuru in the black, gold and green.
Must be a drop kick.
KCB are playing from left to right in your picture. Nakuru playing in the opposite direction.
From right to left. And so far, each team testing out each other. Very scrappy game so far.
Gentlemen, we are
But I
getting
guess
too
this being a
much.
final,
Don't
Guambo,
touch players
there's so
out
much
of
at
the
stake and
stand.
no one wants to commit a mistake.
I think you're right, William. You know, when you're playing in the final, so much is at stake. One team wants to win the title after
guys,
7
let's
years.
come up,
Another
let's come
team is eager to defend the title and probably create a legacy. You don't want to make many mistakes. But
Yes.
sadly, the thing is, it seems as though in the quest to avoid mistakes, so many errors are happening.
Yes. Nakuru looking to join Kenya Harlequins, Impala and Nondis. And even KCB as repeat champions of the Kenya Cup. Remember, KCB won this tournament. KCB won the Kenya Cup from 2005 to 2007. 3 years of dominance.
Queens also won it from 2011 to, I beg your pardon, from 2010 to 2012.
2012.
Impala won it 2000 to 2002.
2002.
Nondis won it and won it and won it.
And won it.
Meanwhile, a penalty there awarded to KCB. Darwin Mukidza in front of the post, signaling his intention to go for goal.
And we should get the first points of the board in this game after 21 minutes. Darwin Mukidza just underneath the post. He missed his first penalty, remember. But he'll be making to atone this, and it's in.
In between the sticks there, Darwin Mukidza puts the first points of the board. 22 minutes played in this Kenya Cup final. KCB leading top fry Nakuru 3-0. Darwin Mukidza with the penalty.
Darwin Mukidza with the penalty, and KCB lead by 3 points to nil. And I get the feeling this will be a game that might be determined by the boot. The attacking opportunities are very few and limited. I could be proved wrong, but from what I've seen so far, I mean, the defenses are holding firm. Gibson Weru to take the kickoff. Edwin Makori there.
get
Challenging
inside.
that ball, winning the kickoff again, and Nakuru on the attack there.
Come.
Gibson Weru there.
It's okay.
Guys, Littlewood.
No, wrong side. Advantage. You must come round. Let go.
Ball into contact.
You're coming from the wrong
Take
side.
The ball.
Advantage. Let
With
go.
one man, but can't be the second man.
And there's a penalty to Nakuru, quickly taken there by the captain Edwin McCoy. That is Calvin Omeo.
Advantage
Former
over.
Kenya international.
Gets
Nakuru
weird once again.
with their tails up now. It seems that penalty has stung them.
Advantage.
Darwin Mukidza knocking on, and it's still going to be advantage Nakuru. It seems that penalty has stung Nakuru into looking for response, into looking to put points on the board.
Yeah, they've responded very, very brilliantly and very, very quickly with urgency. And Edwin Makori just picked up the ball so quickly and just took off.
Because importantly, William, you don't want to find yourself chasing this game. You don't want to see the margins grow bigger.
Yes.
Number 2, you must come round,
Because that only makes life difficult for you. Well,
I said advantage over.
Look like they're also electing to go for points.
No, I took as an Ocon. Yeah. Yes.
I thought the penalty was over.
No. Forward. No. That's a match.
And you just feel that a card
Yes.
is not too far off.
Akkad is not too far because he's already spoken to them. I think this is the third time he's speaking to them. And he's just telling the captains just to cool off, tell your players to cool off and relax and play the game. And I think, as you say, Kwambo, the next indiscretion or the next incident, there will be a card and someone will be sent to the sin bin. Javan Murai to take the penalty.
Javan Murai is 0 out of 1. He missed his first attempt. What can he do from this? It seems pretty straightforward. Meanwhile, the replay there is just showing how the penalty came about.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Javan Murai placing the ball there. Is all concentration. This kick is very important for Nakuru RFC. This kick is very important for Javan Murai. He's 0 out of 1 with his attempts. He needs to put Nakuru some points on the board. And he puts it between the sticks. We're level now, 3-3. You can hear the loud Nakuru RFC fans.
Javan Murai levels matters up. So after 25 minutes of the Kenya Cup final, it is 3 points to 3 to both sides. KCB 3, Nakuru 3. And
William, this is to the viewers at home if they're just joining us. This is the final of the Kenya Cup, Kenya's Premier League rugby competition.